Welcome back to our 40 days of prayer. We are in day 25 of our journey together, and we're in Psalms chapter 22. In fact, we're going to start at verse 19. And what I love about the Psalms over and over is you get this raw, open, sometimes gut-wrenching prayer before God. And so even before we read anything, I want to challenge you in just being raw and authentic before God. God already knows your heart. He already knows what's deep down inside your spirit. Let it loose and just be real with God. You could be real with God. Listen to the psalmist. Verse 19 says, "O Lord, do not stray far from me. You are my strength, and come quickly to my aid." I wrote down the word haste next to the word quickly. Save me from the sword. Spare my precious life from these dogs. Snatch me from the lion's jaws and from the horns of these wild oxen. Look at the picture that he paints, the metaphors he uses for the type of things that he feels that he's up against. He uses words like sword, dogs, lion's jaw, horns of wild oxen. He is feeling threatened, and he wants God to show up quickly. And in fact, he makes a statement, "Don't stray far from me." Now, the other thing to notice is not just the rawness of the psalmist, is the fact that he does not ignore the fact that God is close, but he just implores God, "Don't go too far away. Don't go too far away. I want to feel secure," because there's something about recognizing that God is with us. Because when we recognize that God is near, again, it doesn't mean that something will never come up against us, but there is a security, there is a presence of peace, there is a strength, there is a joy, there is that idea of faithfulness that's there when we always recognize that God has never left us or forsaken us. I love that word to Joshua in Joshua chapter 5, verse 1, where he looks at Joshua and God says, "Listen, I will never leave you or forsake you." It's the same thing that Jesus speaks to the disciples in Matthew chapter 28. "Lo, I will be with you always." What are you facing today? What type of picture does it paint in your own eyes? Don't worry about it. Let God know what's going on, but more importantly, recognize that He has not left you, He has not strayed far away, and He's ready to respond on your behalf.